Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of English Learning with Tom. I'm your host, Tom, and I'm excited to have you here with me today. If you're a beginner learning English, this podcast is just for you. Today's episode is all about something really useful: how to start writing in English. We'll go through some easy steps to help you write clearly and confidently. So grab your notebook and let's get started. Writing in English can seem hard when you're just starting, but don't worry. Like learning any new skill, you can start with small, easy steps. In today's podcast, I'll show you 5 simple steps to help you get started with writing in English. Step 1. Start with simple sentences. When you're new to writing in English, it's best to start small. Write short, simple sentences. For example, I like apples, or she is my friend. These sentences use basic vocabulary and grammar. As you practice, you'll get better and feel more confident. Step 2. Use the words you know. It's important to use words that you already know. Don't feel like you need to use big, difficult words to sound smart. Write with the words you understand. This will help you write clearly and make it easier for others to read and understand what you are saying. Step 3. Practice writing every day. Writing is just like any other skill. The more you practice, the better you get. Try to write something every day. It doesn't have to be long or complicated. You can write a few sentences about your day, what you like, or even about your goals. The key is to practice often. Step 4. Keep your sentences clear. When you write, make sure your sentences are clear and easy to understand. Instead of writing long, confusing sentences, keep things simple. For example, instead of writing, "The weather was lovely, so we decided to go for a walk," you can write, "It was sunny, we went for a walk." Simple sentences make it easier for people to read and understand. Step 5. Don't worry about mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when they're learning something new, and that's okay. When you write, don't be afraid to make mistakes. You can always go back and check your work later. The important thing is to start writing and not worry too much. As you practice, you'll improve. So, those are the 5 easy steps to help you start writing in English. Keep your sentences simple, use the words you know, write every day, make your sentences clear, and don't worry about mistakes. You'll be amazed at how much you improve over time. Now, let's take a closer look at some important words we use today. I'm going to explain 5 vocabulary words that can help you as you start writing in English. I'll also give you an example of how to use each word in a sentence. 1. Simple. Something that is easy and not complicated. Example, she writes simple stories about her life. 2. Practice. To do something many times to get better at it. Example, he practices writing in English every day. Clear. Easy to understand, not confusing. Example, her writing is clear and everyone can understand it. 4. Sentence. A group of words that make sense and expresses a complete idea. Example, he wrote a sentence about his favorite book. 5. Mistake. Something that is not correct, an error. Example, it's okay to make mistakes when learning a new language. These are words you can use when you are practicing your writing. Remember to keep things simple, clear, and don't worry about mistakes. Now that we've learned these words, let's put them together in a short story. This story is about someone starting their journey in writing. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Anna. She wanted to learn how to write in English. At first, she was afraid of making mistakes, but she knew that practice was the only way to improve. Every day, she sat at her desk and wrote simple sentences in her notebook. She wrote about her day, her favorite food, and her friends. Anna tried to keep her sentences clear so that others could understand her stories. Sometimes she made a mistake, but she didn't let it stop her. Over time, she got better. Her writing became easier to read, and she felt proud of herself. One day, her teacher said, "Your writing is very clear and simple. You have improved so much." Anna smiled because she knew that practice had helped her get better. She learned that it's okay to make mistakes as long as you keep trying. And from that day on, Anna loved to write in English. And that's the end of today's episode. I hope you learned some helpful tips to start writing in English. Remember, keep it simple, practice every day, and don't worry about making mistakes. They're part of the learning process. Thank you so much for listening, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Have a great day and happy writing.